Okay, let me just go get something else that has the attempt display, so it will be clearer. There was something here. Yes, you'll come to it now, or I'll move like this. Or for example, in the grading details, you'll find something called attempt display. So you'll click on view attempt. To open a student's attempt, the student here wrote a text, for example. If a file was sent, the file name will appear here. So you'll click on the submission text to display the text that the student submitted. For example, this is the text that the student sent. Just as an example, if the student sent a PDF or Word file, you would click on that file and then its content will appear here for you to read. After you read the content, you give the grade here. The grade is out of 5 because the assignment is worth 5 points, for example. You start giving the grade, like 4 points, 5 points, no problem. Then you scroll down after you write the grade, or let's say 4 points. And then you click the submit button to save the grade. If we click the submit button now, it will save the grade as 4 out of 5. You'll see that if we go to the grading details, you'll notice that the attempt, after we click on view attempt again, shows 4 out of 5. And then we click on submit. After you read the content right here, the grade is out of 5 because the assignment is worth 5 points. Start grading, like 4 points, 5 points. Then you scroll down after grading, or let's say 4 points, and then submit to save. If we submit now, it will save the grade as 4 out of 5. In grading details, the attempt, after clicking view attempt again, shows 4 out of 5, and then we click on submit. You see, if we go back to the grading center, grade is now 4 out of 5. I had a problem creating this assignment, but grades appear correctly. He will save the grade 4 out of 5. You will see what if we did the evaluation details. You will notice that the attempt after it was, the attempt after it was. We click on it again like this. We click again to show the attempt, and write here 4 out of 5, and click on send. So, as you can see, let's go back to the grading center. You'll find that the grade here is now 4 out of 5. I just have a problem with this assignment while I'm creating it, but you'll find that the grades will appear exactly like this. This is for the assignments. Now let's go back and check the chat. All right, the part we're going to talk about now together is the communication tools with the student. Communication with whom? With the student. Just like Dr. Sultan was talking a little while ago about announcements and the messages that reach the student. This is regarding what? About the assignments? Okay, let's go back and check the chat. All right, the part we're going to talk about now together is the communication tools with the student. Communication with whom? With the student. Just like Dr. Sultan was talking a little while ago about announcements and the messages that reach the student. All right, so as you can see, I have announcements here. I'm going to take these announcements and move them down like this. As you can see, I have the course announcements here, and I have course messages, and I have the email. These are some of the communication tools that you can use to connect with the students through this part. These 3 that you see are tools. So when you all come here, for example, and want to display them or add them, you create a tool link. You click on the tool link. Let's go and get the tool link and see the types. You see, these are the types. Among the types that you all saw with me today, what was it? You saw the announcements a little while ago. The announcements leaders. Okay, the email is also available. This is the email. I also have the course messages. So these are just tools. I just want to clarify for you that they are tools because if the announcements aren't there, or if this email tool isn't available, or if the course messages aren't there, what do you all do? You come from here, from the tool link, and add a tool. Okay, I've added it here. As you can see, I've added it, and all 3 are available to me. What's the difference between them? The announcements, when you all saw them. Regarding the announcements, what is it? It's an announcement you create. That's how you create the announcement. And the announcements appear just like you see here, the lecture schedule. For example, if you want to tell the students or inform them that the lecture has been postponed, like the schedule for the 3rd week, the next lecture will be postponed. So you need to tell them, well, the new date is, for example, this day at this time. For example, if there's an exam, the exam will be on this day at this time. So when you want to inform all the students, where does this announcement go? All the students can see it. You don't limit it to a specific student. So when you want to create an announcement, you come here to create an announcement to learn how to do it. You come here to create an announcement and write the subject. Let's say, for example, end of year exam on Tuesday. Let's assume it's going to be, for example, March 20th, and add your message. You can say exam, like end of year exam. The message is for the upcoming series, March 20th, at this time, 8 p.m. It starts at 8 p.m. Create the announcement. After creating it, you can also email it to students. So there will be one in the announcement and one that goes to the email. As mentioned earlier, students must use their group email. Personal emails won't receive it. Students logging in will find it on the announcements page. You can set a specific time for availability. You must create this announcement. Send a copy to students via email. Students must be registered with their group email to receive it. Personal emails won't get the announcement. You can set a specific time for the announcement to be available. To set this, use set date and specify the time. Set date. If a student registers with a personal email, they won't receive announcements there. However, logged-in students will see them on the announcements page. You can set a specific time for announcements to be available. For example, you can make it available throughout the semester or limit it to a specific period, like 2 weeks. After that, it will disappear. To do this, use set date to specify the display period, such as from tomorrow until August 24th or the 1st of Ramadan. You can also set the time, like starting Thursday at 5:16 p.m. and ending at 11:59 p.m. Now you've set the announcement. You can make an announcement available throughout the semester or limit it to a specific period like 2 days or 2 weeks. Students will see it during this time and it will disappear afterward. To set this, use set date to specify the display period. For example, show it from tomorrow, Thursday, until August 24th or the 1st of Ramadan, starting at 5:16 p.m. and ending at 11:59 p.m. This way, the announcement is visible only during the set period. If you want to announce an exam or add a link, create a preview and include the link there. The offer after that, and the offer limit, I want it to appear, for example, from tomorrow, from Thursday, God willing tomorrow, until, for example, which is 24 to 8, until, for example, the 1st of Ramadan, for example, and the time also meaning it appears on Thursday. Its appearance begins at 5:16 p.m. and ends at 11:59 p.m. So you are restricting the advertisement. Setting the announcement for a specific period means it will be visible to the students throughout that time. Otherwise, it will disappear afterward. So what have we done? Well, if you want to create an announcement about an exam or something specific, and you also want to add a link or tray, you can come and create a preview, and in that preview, you will create a link to that specific thing. If you want to create an announcement and you want the link to connect to that PowerPoint file, so it's included, clicking it benefits students directly. The announcement appears on the page. Students find all announcements without date limits. The course messaging system is like email. What will happen is that this announcement has been created on the announcements page as shown here. The announcement for the end of year exam has been created. Students visiting the announcements page will find all available announcements without date restrictions. The course messaging system is like an internal email. Students will find inbox and sent items folders. Incoming messages go to inbox, sent messages to sent items. They will find all the announcements that I made available and that are not limited by a date. Now, regarding the course messaging system, as you can see, it's like an email. It's as if I'm creating an email, but it's internal within the course. The messages within the course are like an email, as if there's an email, but inside the course, any student who logs into the course messages will find the two folders you see here. One folder is called Inbox, and the other is sent items. Any message that comes to the student will go where? To the inbox. And any message the student sends will be what? It will be sent to the sent items,